we have reviewed how to plot ordered pairs. We reviewed the parts of the coordinate plane, then we looked at ordered pairs and how to plot them. Today we're going to introduce something new to you, and that is called a relation. A relation is one of those words that, depending on the context, it can mean lots of different things. But we're going to look at the mathematical definition of a relation. And the definition of a relation in math is simply this: a set of ordered pairs. So if you look right here, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ordered pairs. They've put these little set brackets on the end. That is a set of ordered pairs. That's a relation. That's all it is a bunch of ordered pairs that sort of go together. Okay? A couple other definitions. All the x values, remember the x values, the x coordinate is the first one in the ordered pair. The set of all x values is called the domain of the relation. X values are the domain, and the set of y values, the second coordinate of each pair, is called the range. So every relation has a domain and a range. So we're going to do several things today. We're going to learn how to represent a relation 4 different ways. We're going to look at a set of ordered pairs. We're going to put it in a table, which you're familiar with. We're going to look at a mapping, which might be new to you, and then we're going to put them on a graph. Okay? So let's look at this. We have this set of ordered pairs, and the first thing we have to do is identify the domain and the range. The domain is the x values. So I look and I see -3. So I'm going to write -3. I'm going to put those little set brackets, a little squiggly. -3. Then my next x value is -2. My next x value is 1. Then 3. Then I see -3 again. I don't have to write it twice. Okay, so if it's already there, we don't have to write it twice. Do your little squiggly. This is how I do my squiggly. Everybody always asks, you do curve, point, curve. Curve, point, curve. That's how you do your set brackets, little squigglies. Alright, the range is all the y values. So set bracket, I'll look, my y values are 1. That's my first y value. My second y value is 0. My third y value is 2. My next y value is -4, and my last y value is 5. None of those repeated, so I had to list them all separately. Okay? Now, we're going to put these in a table. You looked at tables of ordered pairs last year, so we're going to put our first point, -3, 1. Our second point, our second ordered pair, -2, 0. Our third ordered pair, 1, 2. Our fourth one, 3, -4. And the last one, -3, 5. Right? Very easy. All we did was take these ordered pairs and we listed them in the table. Now the mapping is new to you. You're going to have these 2 ovals. Okay? The first oval is going to be your domain or your x values. The second oval is going to be your range or your y values. And what you do is you list your domain. So I have my domain is -3. -2, 1, and 3. I listed my domain, the values of my domain. Then you list your y values, the value in your range. 1, 0, 2, -4, 5. So you list them. Then you're going to draw arrows from the x values to the y values they're paired with. So my first ordered pair is -3, 1. So I'm going to draw an arrow from -3 to 1, just like that. Then my second ordered pair is -2, 0. So I'm going to draw an arrow from -2 to 0. My third ordered pair is 1, 2. So I'm going to draw an arrow from 1 to 2. That tells me that the x value 1 is paired with the y value 2. 3, -4. So I'm going to draw an arrow from 3 to -4. And then I have this -3, 5. Well, I've already done -3 up here, right? So I draw a second arrow from -3 to 5. That tells me that -3 is paired with 1 and 5. So remember, if something shows up twice, you don't list it twice. It'll just have 2 arrows. Now, the last one is graphing. So this is what we reviewed yesterday. So -3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1 is right there. -2, 0 is right there. 1, 2 there. 3, -4 is down here, and then negative 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I plot my 5 points. We don't have names here, so we don't put letters by them. Okay? All right, that's a relation. That's the 4 ways to represent it. So let's do another one. So I have my set of ordered pairs right here. What's my domain? My domain is my x values. Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 2, 5. None of those repeated, right? Okay. My range is my y values. Negative 3, 4, negative 2, positive 4, so I don't write that one twice. If it shows up twice, you don't write it twice. Negative 1. Okay? So I listed my domain and my range. Don't list values twice. Then I'm going to copy my ordered pairs to a table. Negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, 4, 0, negative 2, 2, 4, and 5, negative 1. Okay, table's probably the easiest thing. Then we're going to do our mapping. Our x values go in the left oval, our y values in the right oval. So negative 2, negative 1, 0, 2, 5. Then negative 3, 4, negative 2, negative 1. Draw arrows between your pairings. So negative 2 is paired with negative 3. I get an arrow. Negative 1 is paired with 4. 0 is paired with negative 2. 2 is paired with 4, so I have a second arrow going up to 4 in the y oval. And then 5 with negative 1. So there's my mapping diagram. It tells me which ordered pairs go together. Then graph. Negative 2, negative 3. Sort of right there. It's hard for me to do this on the iPad. Negative 1, 4 is there. 0, negative 2. 2, 4 is there. And 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1. We graphed it. Okay? All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to come up with 5 ordered pairs. I want you to come up with your own relation, and then I want you to identify the domain, the range, do the table, do the mapping diagram, do the graph. Let me check it before you put it in your notebook.